And I think the other factor is, can either team focus on this game we have in front of us, Shane, with that suit that you're showing off down there tonight. It's great to have you down there.
Outstanding jacket, and outstanding to see Seth Jarvis being able to play in this one. As the Canes start with a stall, Martinook and Carrier line, and they'll immediately go to work out in front with a chance. And Skinner will make the shoulder save. Away comes Edmonton. Breaking in and hammering that one just wide. Is Jack Roslovic, is the Carolina Hurricanes' familiar face. Got behind the defense. Roslovic was a pickup on October 8th, and he has been solid for the Oilers with 5 goals and 7 assists.
He was solid last year as a Hurricane. Very, very streaky. Good fit for him in Edmonton. What a pass from Draisaitl.
Now McDavid coming through with a shot short side. Anderson makes the save, and he'll cover it up and get a whistle.
Going back to the 2015 draft where McDavid went first overall, Aho, the find of all finds in the second round, has always played well.
Here's a chance. Ehlers drops it back. Stakehoven right on, and Skinner makes the save. This will be picked up by Noah Philp in his second season. Through, and a blocker save made there by Anderson all the way back to Bouchard. This one is teed up, and that's cranked just wide. And up the left side, out the right. Carolina back to work. Martinook. Need some help from Stahl, who's shoved by Draisaitl. Darnell Nurse, 51 blocks on the season. He'll throw this one in, and breaking in is Jack Roslovic, and he'll score. Thrown in, Anderson kicked it out. Roslovic
flew the zone. Watch him at the bottom of your screen. And Frederik Andersen, possibly worrying about icing, tried to play the puck. Darnell Nurse, that was going to miss. That would have been icing. And he tries to play the puck and compounds it by going up the middle. And Jack Roslovic, who had flown the zone right away.
Tripp accurately pointed out it was Nurse throwing it down the middle of the rink, knowing and Roslovic was going to beat out an icing. 5-year veteran, knowing every scenario, and now here's Aho. Charging after it, McDavid will beat him to it. Aho comes up with it. Aho out in front. Skinner makes the save on the backhand try, shorthanded. This is teed up. Walker hammers it. Out in front, Jarvis. He's given a shove there by Hyman. And now hanging on to Aho's stick was McDavid. Centering attempt. We'll go rink wide. Chance here for Roslovic. He'll throw it to the corner looking for McDavid. Now played around. Draisaitl. Up top. That's going to deflect. Go wide from Anderson's net. Back for Draisaitl. Put it on the table. Roslovic shot. That goes low and wide, and then it bounces to McDavid, who finds a seam and scores. It's a power play goal with 18 seconds left on the man advantage, and Connor McDavid from a sharp angle beats Anderson. It's 2-0 Edmonton.
Took it to the net, and Skinner has made a couple of quality stops. Roslovic misses, which ends up being good fortune because Lively off the end boards. And I mean, Connor McDavid fit that into.
Canes need to come up with an answer now as they're trailing 2-0 here early in the first. Nikishin whips it around. Offered there by Riley. Ty Emberson will get the rest of this, and it'll be knocked into the Canes zone. This one swept around the boards. Jankowski can't get it clear. Long drive from the blue line, but caught and hung on to by Anderson. That'll ricochet. Svechnikov to it. Drive out in front. Skinner finally locates it, and he'll get a whistle. Former Boston Bruin. The boards for Mangiapane. Back for Frederick. Frederick sends it across. Long drive blocked out in front. Anderson makes the save. Loose puck will score it free. Hammering into that one is Nurse. That misses everything. It'll come out of the zone. The Oilers have had some good looks early in this one. 9:05 left in the first. Edmonton leading Carolina 2-0. A long drive through traffic by Henry. Caught and hung onto by Anderson. Tries to keep this in deep. Reaching forward and getting to it. Carry out the front. Stahl. Martinook's there after the save by Skinner. Back up top. That shuttled through, but off of Stahl. Going back the same way, but Gostisbehere not allowing an exit. Svechnikov will come up with it. He's tied up by Bouchard. Ekholm will get to it. Cleared not out. Long drive by Walker. Bouncing shot. Aho in front. And Skinner gets a piece to keep it away. Ekholm. Now back out in front. Svechnikov muscling his way there. Walker will get to a loose puck. Keep it in. Walker Down low, finding Jarvis. Jarvis leaves it for Aho. Bouchard with the intercept for the moment, and he's tied up. He gives it away. With a sweeping shot. Skinner has to make the save. Gostisbehere makes a move around Frederick. Gostisbehere back to the point, looking for Walker. Walker with it. He's got a couple options. He'll hit it for Hall. Hall across Gostisbehere. Robinson! They score! Tic-tac-toe! And the Canes are on the board. Mr. Robinson in the neighborhood. It's 2-1.
See a better example of Carolina using the width of the zone to make it bigger. One pass from Hall all the way across the ice to Gostisbehere, and Gostisbehere off of 3 assists last night. Waste no time going all the way back across the ice to where it initially started with Taylor Hall to Robinson, and Robinson gets it to the net quickly.
Just a touch under 4 minutes into this one. Connor McDavid on the power play. Canes have answered. As this puck rolls in on Skinner, and Walker able to gather it. It'll give and go with Gostisbehere. Walker to stall. Chance there for Carrier, and that will be gobbled up by Skinner.
That's where he was wisely located in free agency.
This one slapped right on by Aho, and it will be settled down by Svechnikov. First season of the Carolina Hurricanes. Looks like he has been playing here his whole career. Canes with a good keep in now. Wheeler's turn, centering out front. Blake trying to settle. Skinner's off his mark. Ehlers scores! What a heady play by Blake behind the net. And Ehlers, he is on fire. Buries this one. We're tied at 2.
For Jackson Blake. Could have just funneled this puck back towards the net. Had to take it and look from the heels of his skates to settle it. And then, I mean, that's not an easy pass to pull off after the patience, not to just try to bank it off of Skinner, but to make a much better play, head up the whole time, early ice conditions in a period, takes advantage.
He's able to keep it in. 30 seconds left on the man advantage. Gostisbehere to Jarvis. Side of the net! Ehlers, what a play, but Skinner.
Skinner taking advantage of his size on the glove side, and then the one-toucher and another.
And this will pop free. Andrei Svechnikov will chug into the Oilers zone. Across, shot put on by Jarvis, save Skinner.
The 3-on-2 up the ice. It's all about the speed of the Hurricanes. Trip, something you talk about all the time. The middle lane drive allows
to come back from. We'll see. I know that the teams are well conditioned. Stops it back. Gostisbehere shot right on, ricochets, and that might be Skinner's best save of the night. Back in this one around. Miller plays it for Riley. Riley doesn't get all of it. Oilers come up with it. Roslovic out in front, and Anderson makes the save, and Sprawl's on the other. Oh, Mr. Anderson.
Off of a tough turnover on the clear from Riley. Oh, the post. I don't know if he got a piece with the blade first or just the post.
Zach Hyman back in action tonight for Edmonton. Bouchard comes up with a loose puck up for Hyman. He's knocked off. Pours and Draisaitl sets up McDavid, and they score. Well, that's just how quick that duo can react. And Connor McDavid has put Edmonton in the lead 3-2 here in the third.
I think this was the underrated glide that McDavid has. You get physical on Hyman. I think that Carrier just didn't completely understand. Well, you have Martinook, who tried to get in the passing lane. The glide of McDavid had enough separation. Carrier's stick was parallel.
The Canes will get to this and clear. Now played up for Carrier. Carrier pulls his way to the front of the net. Stones there, hammers it home, and we're tied. Oh, that line deserved it, and they cash in. The captain gets us even at 3.
Will.i.am Carrier has had a big night. Heck of a job using the wall as his friend by Martinook. And then Carrier just powers to the front of the net. And he creates the tying goal for Jordan Staal. Heck of a tight turn. Edge work from Carrier. after Martinook made the really nice indirect off the boards in the neutral zone. And you're right, this line has been all over it all night.
How about the first and the third goal? Robinson and now Stahl using the width of the ice.
A Nikishin off the post. And a chance here for Riley. That goes off the side of the net. Stankoven. McDavid hands it back home. Back home with a low drive, but front now it come right out. McDavid is trickling down the goal line. Nystrom saves it and clears.
McDavid and Anderson. Oh, just the top of the pad on the blocker side. Now it's settled. Heck of a box out there, preventing the rebound from Miller. And then Freddie, fortunately, kicks it into an area in the crease where Nystrom can get to it. Really good box out from Miller.
It's usually been the Stahl line, so this is a big challenge here and a good one for the Aho line.
That's Jarvis with it out in front for Svechnikov, and Skinner makes the save. Jarvis was unavailable last night in OT, so Sebastian Aho did it himself, and we are underway here in this overtime as McDavid trying to pull away from Stahl. McDavid into the Kane zone, watched by Gostisbehere, leaves it for Draisaitl. His shot, he scores! And just that quick, Leon Draisaitl will end this one in overtime.
The opening face-off in overtime is always huge. But when you have Draisaitl and McDavid on the ice,